Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Getting to like you. Getting to hope you like me too. Getting to know you. Putting it my way, but nicely. Or do I have to be nice? You are precisely my cup of tea. Yes, you are. Getting to know you. Getting to feel free and easy. I ain't easy. Are you easy? I ain't easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. I always know what to say, you know that. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly, I'm bright and breezy. Sorry, I'll open the window. Because of all these beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day. Hello, weirdos, and welcome to the second episode of Having a Chinwag and Getting to Know. And this time it is Fantasmagorical, or as we like to call her, Fanta. So how are you today, Fanta?
I am well.
Ah, you sound well. Sound very jolly. So, have you had a good day so far?
Yes, I have. I
Cool.
went on my walk, done a couple live streams, laid
Aye.
around all day, so it's been great.
Yeah, you had a pretty chill day.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyone that doesn't know Fantasmagorical, and if you don't know, I don't know what you're doing here, because again, Fantasmagorical is a regular guest on our panel. She is our token American. But as I said in a stream just previous to us recording this video, she is also a token Brit now. She fits well in with us Brits.
Yay!
Yay! and as she is also weirdo number 2.
But two.
Number 2. See, I told you she fits well in with us, and she's a weirdo. No. No. So, Fanta, you live in America. Whereabouts in America do you live?
I live in
What state?
Alabama.
Alabama. So is that the deep south?
It is.
Hey. So, um, so when we think of the deep south, we think of like I don't know.
Here it comes.
No, you're thinking I'm going to say Country Bumpkins or something along them lines, or Trailer Trash. No, I'm thinking more of oh, Southern Belle. You're a Southern Belle.
No.
No.
Southern Rusty Bell.
Aye. You're a lovely Belle. You've got a little bit
Oh,
of a
thanks.
tinkle going on.
Thanks.
That sounded wrong, didn't it?
It's okay. Lots of things are probably going to sound wrong.
so, so tell us a little bit about yourself, Fanta. So you're obviously from Alabama, but you've travelled around a bit.
Yeah, I was born and raised here, and then when I was 16 or 17, I thought I'd try living with my dad in Texas for a while. That was awesome. I like Texas, but I ended up coming back home, and then I moved to Wisconsin for 5 years, had my
Mhm.
boys,
Yeah.
and then came back to Alabama, And then we went to Indiana for 3 years. And then he brought me back to Alabama, and I've been here ever since
Oh,
2001.
so you got two boys, haven't you?
I do.
And two very beautiful boys. We've all seen them.
Well, thank you.
So take after their mama.
Thank you. That means they're beautiful disasters.
Oh, you're not a
Disasters, I
disaster.
tell you, disasters.
You're, you're not a disaster. You're just a bit of chaos.
Yeah. You know, it's always busy here.
Yes. Yes. So you live with your boys, don't you?
I do. I dwell in the dining room.
It
But
is what
yeah,
it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I mean,
it
sometimes
is.
things go tits up and you end up where you don't want to be, but eventually you get yourself out of there, don't you?
Yeah, working on that. But
Yeah.
I don't mind. I mean, at least I get to see them
Yeah.
all the time and be with them. And I even my oldest, he's kind of busy a
Yeah.
lot, you know. And my youngest is too, but I spend a lot of time with him outside of the house. And I've talked about there's a couple more boys that I call mine, and
Yeah. So
one of
you're sort
them,
of adopted, unofficially adopted sons. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I spend time with my youngest and them. They're his two best friends. So
Yeah.
yeah, we
So
go eat, we go shopping, we just whatever, have a lot of fun.
you're a very close knit family.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
we
good.
are.
That's good. My kids don't like spending any time with me.
I told you I'm gonna have a talk with them when I get over there.
So, yes, Fanta has dreams of coming over to the UK,
Ever since I was a
and,
little girl.
and one day them dreams will come true. We're going to start a GoFundMe. She doesn't know it yet, but we're going to start a GoFundMe to get Fanta over to the UK. We're serious. We've
Are
discussed
you
it.
kidding? I thought you were just joking. I heard
No,
you
no,
say that.
no, no. We are serious. We have discussed it. You weren't on the stream
Well,
at the time.
I don't know how I could repay that
You
ever.
don't have to repay that. But I mean, I'm not guaranteeing we'll be able to get enough funds to get it together, but we might get enough funds to help you get it together.
I'm speechless. Thank you.
Because you are one of the most sweet, kind, and genuine people that I've ever come across on the internet. And I've been
Thank
around the
you.
internet for a very long time.
I try. I try to be positive and nice and respectful.
Hmm.
I do get
So,
heated sometimes,
yeah,
but everybody does.
and you have to bite your tongue now and again.
Hmm.
so, so when you're on our live streams, you're often drawing, aren't you?
Yeah. I used to
So,
draw when I was younger, and I got out of it, and I didn't even really think I could,
hmm.
anymore. But one night I think it was on one of yours, and I just started doodling, and then it just went from there. Every time I was on a live stream, I wouldn't draw unless I was on a live stream panel because
And now
it
you
just,
start, and now
yeah,
you started drawing in when you're not on live streams as well now, don't you?
yeah. If I do a video, it's different though. I kind of have to think about it more a little bit, but I'm normally talking as I'm drawing. And then at the end, if it's an interpretive piece, I hold it up and turn it all different ways. People could tell me what they see in it. And that's fun. That's really
Yeah.
fun.
So we'll enjoy your drawings actually, um, because yeah, there is. I have noticed in your drawings that there's always an eye shape. Always
Yeah,
nice.
you noticed
And
that before I did.
yeah, and I think it's like a subconscious thing because you do have issues with your eyes, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
So
I
would you
have,
like to explain to people what your issues with your eyes are?
sure. Um, I have an eye disease called uveitis, and it's where my immune system attacks my eyes as if they don't belong to me. So if like you had a cold or something and your immune system fights that cold off because it knows it doesn't belong in your system, that's what my immune system does to my eyes.
Mm,
Um, People ask me, well, can't you get glasses? Well, no, because the vision fluctuates so much that it would be waste of money, really.
mhm.
Um, and another way to put it is like I have arthritis of my eyes. Like when you have arthritis in your hands, like they'll flare up and swell and hurt. Sometimes my eyes do that. Um, so in turn, I have to take an immune suppressant injection every 2 weeks, and I go to the eye doctor pretty regularly, and if they're flared up really bad, I'll get shots in my eyes.
Yeah.
I know people go, "Oh my god," but I've been dealing with it for, over 20 years, so I kind of tell them where to put it now. I'm like, "Let's do it on the top this time. It hurt over there last time," and he's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
But they numb it, as best they can. I still feel it a little bit, but it's like a really bad little pinch, you know.
Right.
But yeah, and then the
What?
medicine sits on the top or wherever it's injected, it sits on the outside of my eye and slowly is
So
absorbed.
you can see the bulge from where they've injected it, can you?
If I pull up my eyelid, yeah.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, yeah, it
So it's
is.
straight into
It's
your
great.
eyeball.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I'll show you sometime backstage.
Oh
I'll
no,
show you.
no, no, no! It's not. You can
No, that's okay.
keep
That's
that to
okay.
yourself.
I've
I'm
made
not sure I want
grown
to see
men
that.
wince.
I mean, I had an incident at work a few months ago. So I work mixing paint. It's one of the roles I do at work, and
Mhm.
I was checking to see if it was dispensing properly, and I sort of had my head down, and it wasn't dispensing properly. It squirted out, and there's like a plastic shield there, but it went past that plastic shield and hit me in the eye. And it's the
Mhm.
colour, it's the dye that they use on the paint, and I don't know how toxic that is and how bad that is, and nor does
Yeah.
anyone else. So
Yeah.
I went out the back and I said, right, I've got colour in my eye. I probably need to rinse it out. And they said, nope, you're going down A&E. A&E is the emergency room here
Okay.
because obviously it's a accident that's happened at work, and you can sue over them things.
Mhm.
So they insisted I went down A&E, and I spent a few hours down A&E. But they put, litmus paper. Do you know what litmus paper is?
Uh-uh.
So it's the paper strips that you used to use in science experiments at school to test how acidic something was.
Huh.
Yeah, they put that underneath the bottom eyelid in my eye to
Mhm.
test the acidity and the alkaline in my eye to check to see if there was anything in there. That was bad enough. That was uncomfortable enough. Never
Uh-huh.
mind a needle going into my eyeball. Oh, you know. And then I
Yeah.
had to like pour 2 bags of saline into each eyeball to rinse them
Yeah.
out. Um, which is yeah, that was
Yeah. I have to do drops
yeah,
every day, several times a day that are steroid drops. And then I have
yeah.
one that's for pain, but it burns. I don't know why they say it's for pain because it hurts worse than the shot.
But it's like when they give you like a shot to numb you before. It's like, when you go dentist and you have that
Yeah.
needle in
Yeah.
That hurts.
It does.
And I'm like,
You know that pinch you feel in your
yeah,
gums?
yeah.
That's what I feel in my eye.
Oh,
So you know
that's
now.
sharp, isn't it? It's sharp. Like they say, it's just a scratch. And I'm like, that ain't a bloody scratch. That hurts.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if you didn't have that tiny scratch in your gum, how much the pain would hurt from the treatment they
Yeah.
did? You know. But yeah, oh, I don't like the eye. Oh, do they have to like hold your eyelid open with something?
Well, if we do the injections on top, I just look down and then he'll raise the eyelid and then put the injection in it. I just sit there and look down.
Doesn't your eyelid just want to close down over that needle just because you're trying to?
No, because he holds that one open
Mm,
just by his hand.
mm,
It's normal to me now, so it
yeah,
really.
yeah, I get that. But,
Yeah.
it's the thought of it's making me cringe with pain. Well, not cringe with pain, but the imagination of it. But like you said, you've had that what 20 odd years.
Yeah.
So most of the time you've been raising your children, you've had vision problems.
Yep. Mhm.
So that's got to be hard,
Yeah.
raising two kids without being
Mhm.
able to see them properly.
Well, I mean, they're still alive and kicking, so.
Yeah, you did amazing.
I mean, it's hard to explain how I see because if you look at me, you wouldn't think anything because
Mm.
um, unless you really stared at my eyes, and then you would see that they're my pupils are permanently dilated open.
Okay.
So that's when in that video I was trying to explain it. If light is behind you and I'm looking at you, all I see is a black silhouette. But if it's behind me and shining on you, then I can see you're
Okay.
there. But if I want to see detail, I have to get really close.
Right.
It's strange. It's hard to explain. Um, People have seen me on panel with my other
Hmm.
phone, holding it like not even an inch from my face.
Yeah.
Got one eye closed and one eye squinting and trying to read it.
So,
Uh,
but you laugh about your condition and you don't mind other people laughing about it, do you?
I don't know.
Because it's something you lived with. It's a bit like me
Yeah,
laughing about how short I am. I mean, mine's not a disability,
yeah.
although some people would say it is because I can't reach tall shelves.
I'm right there. I'm only 2 inches taller than you, so I
You
know.
are. So you got two disabilities.
I could tell you a story. I thought it was hilarious. When
Go on,
I
tell
had
us.
to travel, I had to travel like 2 to 2.5 hours to a specialist. He's the only
Yeah.
one in the state. So I had to go one time, and my oldest son, everybody knows his name is Harley. He took me that time. And we're sitting in the waiting room, and they'll come out and they'll call your name.
Hmm.
Well, this woman came out and she's like, I'm just going to use a common name. And she's like, Smith,
Yeah.
Smith, Smith. And I looked over at Harley and I kind of mumbled, I was like, bitch, we blind. We ain't deaf. And he's like, Mom, shut up. And I was like, she can't hear me. And I was rolling. He's just red sitting there. I embarrass him all the time. It's
You
fun.
do, and it is fun. I enjoy embarrassing him as well.
Yeah.
So
You
Harley
and
every now and
you
again makes a guest appearance on our streams. He's when he's in the background, and he's very fun to embarrass.
yeah. You and Cherry just he has to leave the room sometimes
I
because you'll say something and I'll go, he walked away.
know. Took it too far that time. That was a
Processing
hashtag
it.
moment. That was, wasn't
Yeah. Yeah.
it? so, so you were married to the boy's father, yeah?
Oh yeah, I was with him. My 16th birthday party was our first date. Um,
Cool.
yeah, and I was with him. That was in oh, 1987, I think. Yeah, 80. No, 86. From 1986 to 2011, I was with him.
So quite a long
So
time.
24 years. Yeah, yeah.
So,
And may I say this to
hmm
anybody that's watching? Um, do you mind if I tell what happened?
no, you're absolutely. You're happy to. I'm happy for you to take lead, my dear. It's your
Okay. Well,
conversation.
I just want to tell this part, and TJ may appreciate this if she watches. But my kid's dad was he died in a tragic motorcycle accident in May, and
This year.
yeah, this year, and it was two drivers that weren't paying attention. One turned in front of him, he hit that one, and then the one behind that one hit him.
Hmm.
And I'm telling it because I want people to be aware.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you can't, it may be a quiet motorcycle or it's a busy time in the day or raining or, because some people they're out riding and it's clear and then boom, it rains, and they
Hmm.
have to make it home. Just be aware. Just check, you know, blind
Yeah.
spots, everything. Just look out for them.
Yeah. It's not just motorcycles that you got to look out for. People on push bikes riding on roads as well. You should watch out for them.
Yes,
Share the
yes,
road. Share the road.
yeah,
Because you in your car or your van or your truck are much safer than someone that is sitting on a saddle.
yeah, yeah.
So,
But I just wanted to say that, so just bring awareness because
yeah,
it's been really, really hard, and it still doesn't seem real.
yeah,
So yeah,
no, yeah,
just watch out for everybody. Watch out for each other.
yeah.
Thank
And
you.
it hit you hard,
Yeah,
even though you haven't been together for several years.
yeah,
It still hit you hard because he's the father of your
hmm
children, and at one point you loved him. And I'm sure you still cared for him up to the day he died, and still care for him now, even though he's no longer with us.
yeah. I Harley had to be the one to come and tell us, and
Mm,
I just hit my knees.
yeah,
And I've said it before. In that moment, I didn't even realize how much I still cared.
yeah,
So yeah, it's been hard, but
yeah.
we're together, and I think we'll make it all right.
So I can hear a noise in the background. Would you like to explain to the viewers what that noise is?
Crickets?
Is it crickets? Oh, it's the
Yeah,
crickets this time. Oh,
it's not the cicadas.
not the cicadas. So
Not
I, I could
goodness.
hear something. Yeah, they're loud.
Yeah, it's a cricket or a frog or something, but it's not the cicadas.
Oh, okay. No, normally when Fanta's on stream, we hear these cicadas, which are big flying bugs, aren't they?
Yeah, they're big green and brown and they're loud.
Yeah. So and it almost sounds like some sort of alarm going off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like ring, ring, ring.
And we don't have bugs like that over in the UK. So it's
Really?
yeah, we don't have anything like that in the UK. The noisiest bugs we have are bees or the green flies. They're quite buzzy.
Yeah.
Not green flies. Blue bottles, which are blue flies. They're sort of greeny blue. Green flies are little tiny things, the blue bottles.
Mm.
Mhm.
We have all
So,
kinds of stuff over here.
and moths that fly into lamps. They can be noisy.
Yeah, we have moths and those little red beetle bugs that get in your hair, and you're about to kill yourself trying to get away from it, but it's in your hair.
No, we don't have things like that.
Mm.
No, 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 we don't have things like that. Nothing gets in my hair. Don't say things like that. That's now you're making me itch.
Okay, when I could see, I knew spiders. I knew each kind of spider because I'm a tomboy. I mean, I
Yeah,
was playing in the dirt, catching snakes and lizards and frogs and bats and everything when I was little.
yeah.
But when your sight isn't good anymore, and somebody says you got a spider on you, I was naked in 2.0 seconds flat.
Do you know what? We don't even have poisonous spiders over here. And this
Really?
morning I was no. When I yeah, we're lucky. When I was getting dressed this morning because I took the washing off the line straight from the line,
Hmm.
I put on my jeans and I went put on my top. No, no, so I put on my top first, and then I went to put on my jeans, and a spider came out of it. And it's not a spider I recognised. It was one. It was like it had a big bulbous body, like a fat
Hmm.
bulbous body, and I'm like, I don't like the look of you. So I stripped off my jeans and shook them out before putting them back. I stripped on my top and took it out before putting it back on again, just in case there was a spider in there. And it's not. It's like it's not as if it's. I mean, I know occasionally some get over here from abroad,
Yeah.
but our natural spiders in this country are common spiders in the country. No, there's nothing poisonous.
Hmm.
The closest we have to a poisonous spider is a false widow, and again, that's only dangerous if you have an allergic reaction to it.
Yeah.
So, but we are lucky. No poisonous snakes, no poisonous spiders.
Really? Nope.
Really?
Wow.
So we're a very safe little island over here.
Well, after the kid's dad passed, he left them some land and stuff, and we
Hmm.
were going up there. The first time I went up there, and it was right after he passed. But we're driving up the drive, and he lives totally off grid on this
Yeah.
mountain, so it's all dirt roads and gravel.
Yeah.
And we're going, and my youngest goes, "Look at that! What's crossing the drive?" And look out, and it's about a 4 foot rattlesnake
Oh, oh, yeah.
just
No, thank you.
moseying across. And
Yeah, no,
hey,
thank
I
you.
mean, time, he had time to take a picture and everything. This thing was not. It was like we weren't even there in a big metal box with wheels. He just go on about his business. I'm like, oh my god,
So you won't be moving up to that land.
I might, but I won't get far from it.
You'll just
No.
stay in the caravan, yeah.
Yeah,
So, but, so Vanna, you have your own channel, don't you?
I do.
And what sort of things do you talk about on your channel?
Talk about Johnny Depp sometimes.
Okay. So
Talk about
you've come from the Johnny Depp community, haven't you?
well, yeah, that's how I met everybody was
Yeah.
through that. Um,
But you're also into the true crime community as well, aren't you?
I was
Yeah.
really deep to it. I've kind of, come away from it a little bit, but yeah, I love to watch true crime when we've talked about it, like when it's about past cases, just
Mhm.
because I want to try to understand what was in the minds of like serial killers and stuff. It's like
Mhm.
what makes what in their brain says it's okay to do what they
Mhm.
do, but yeah, I I've I'll tell you, I got on YouTube one day and
Yeah.
I punched in Johnny Depp and I
Yeah.
found Brian's channel, Incredibly Average. If
Yes.
nobody has been there, please go. Please go. Because you'll
Mhm.
understand a lot more why we, you know, stand up for Johnny. And then from there, I found Tug, that umbrella guy,
Mhm.
and it just kept going from there. And I found other channels, small channels, big channels, and but the reason, I guess I can go into the reason why I
Yeah.
am so, um,
Obsessed.
um yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
we all. I mean, my obsessions died down a little bit, but all through last year, I was completely obsessed.
yeah.
Completely obsessed.
But my motivation was trying to figure out how people thought he could have done that, because from the
Mm,
moment I heard it, never did I think it was possible. I never
mm,
thought, oh my gosh, he did that. No, I was like, something ain't right. So I went looking, and then I left it alone for a while until, like last year, year before. I can't remember how long it's been that I've been on YouTube following it, but I never doubted him for a second. And because, I mean, we were talking one point, I I am a fan. A lot of people say I'm not a fan, but I came
I'm a
here
fan.
through TV experience, things like that, which I have a little bit of that, not on my own person, but family members
Yeah.
that went through it when I was little, and I've seen it, and it's
Mm,
horrible. And I knew
mm,
he couldn't do it. I just, something said he could not have done that, because nobody ever has said anything like that. Everything you hear about him, he's kind, he's gentle, he's
generous.
calm, mellow, huh?
Generous.
Generous.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I could say I've been in love with him since I was a preteen, seeing Nightmare on Elm Street, and I have almost all of his movies. So yes, I am a fan. But
Yeah. You're a proper
so
depth head.
yeah, I've got somebody pulling up. I'm gonna walk just a little bit
Okay.
away. But anyway, so yeah, I started following it, and then like I said, found Brian and found Tug, and then Rob and all of them, and found people that thought the way that I do,
Yeah.
and look at the evidence, where other people, I don't understand why they don't see it, or they just don't want to, or they have nothing better to do than to start stuff. So, you
Yeah.
know, but
So
I implore anybody that doesn't know, please go check it out, you know.
yeah.
But
So I didn't fall in love with Johnny Depp on 20 on Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't even know he was in Nightmare on Elm Street. How bad a fan am I? I fell in love
no.
with him during 21 Jump Street.
Oh yes.
Hmm. And that was actually something he hated doing.
Yeah, he did. He used to come to work like dressed up like Elton John and all kinds of stuff. I'm well. And try to get fired.
Yes. Yeah, because he
You
didn't
know.
want to be the pretty boy.
Yeah,
He didn't want to be a product.
yeah,
Um, which is where it gets confusing. Confusing because obviously his not apart from his most recent work, but his most recent work that he's been famous for, he became a product again.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
very
He
much so.
said,
But he used that product to his advantage as well,
yeah,
because he was able to use that character to entertain sick and vulnerable people, wasn't he?
yeah.
Um,
He's
well,
amazing. I say it all the time. I think
mm,
he's too good for this world sometimes.
yeah. So that's
But
how you met me,
it
was through that
is.
community. Um, and we sort of just started chatting, and well, I don't think we even started chatting. You just popped onto this channel one day, and you've not turned away since. You keep coming back for more and more and
Yep.
more because
I
you're
love
really
it. I
good.
love your channel. I love your channel. It's great.
Oh, thank you, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So I just try to keep it mellow. We don't normally talk about Johnny Depp very often because there's a lot of drama that comes with it, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of darkness in the story, and we try to keep the channel very, very light.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people on in the community are just fans, but you're right, there are a lot of people that have come from traumatic backgrounds, and they
Yeah.
can connect with the story because of the experiences they've been through or witnessed, and you've witnessed it.
Yeah.
But that's not why you came into it, is it? It is your love for him that brought you
Yeah.
here, and I would say
Yeah.
it's my love for him that brought me here as well.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, when I was a very little girl, I witnessed
Yeah,
DV, and
yeah,
I myself have not had it, but I've been in relationship with a narcissist,
hmm,
and verbal can get to you too.
yes,
And I've been through that.
absolutely,
That's what I
absolutely.
personally experienced with
Um,
the
yeah, I
verbal.
was going to say verbal and mental abuse can actually be more damaging than physical abuse.
Yeah, because bruises heal.
Yeah.
But
Takes a lot longer for the mind to heal. And you have to heal it yourself. You're the only one that can heal your mind.
yeah,
And that's by
you-
reversing all the negativity that is being put down at you. And you talk about yourself in quite derogative terms sometimes.
do I?
Um, yeah, you don't feel attractive.
Mm,
I know that's because of the medication that you've been on is changed the way you look. But I'm guessing if you was in a mentally abusive relationship, that partner probably put you down about your looks as well. Yeah,
mm, a little.
yeah,
Mostly it was just whatever they could say to hurt me.
yeah.
And I couldn't understand it because I wouldn't do that to them, you know?
No, no, because you're a very, very polite person. That's your southern background, I think.
Could
that's
be.
the, that's the southern belle in you.
But
Do, do you ever
so
come up with phrases like "bless your cotton socks"?
what?
No, is that not a phrase? Maybe that's different. Bless your cotton socks.
No.
No,
They
no.
say bless your heart.
Oh, bless your heart. That's it. Bless your heart.
Mhm.
Which basically means you're an idiot.
Yeah. You talk about somebody like that boy's so stupid. Bless his heart. So that makes it all better.
No.
But I guess other things I talk about on there, well, would be the other half, the opposite of Johnny, which would be Stamper Toad. Not,
Yeah.
it's
You can
things
say the
that go
name.
on.
You can say the
Amber
name.
Heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amber. It's just things I can't, like, my brain won't let me process of why, like, companies back her still. And,
Yeah.
he got fired and pushed out on accusations.
Yeah.
Why does she not? But it's some people say it's because she's a woman and they don't want to, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I talk about her a little bit. Um, I talk about music
Yeah.
some, and you know where I'm going already. I'll try
Yeah.
not to stay on it too long.
I know this woman too well. I know exactly where she's going already. Carry on.
I absolutely, with every fiber of my being, love Chris Cornell.
Yes.
I have a tattoo on my ring finger of his favorite color, green, which was the color of one of his guitars. Uh,
hmm
I have posters and the music. I'm starting a collection of all the albums from Soundgarden, Temple of Dog, Audio Slave, and his um, solo career. I get two
hmm
of each when I can, and one's to collect and one's to open and listen to.
Yeah.
Um, I believe. Uh, hmm, I'll save it for mine because I don't want to.
No problem. So, if you had to choose between Johnny Depp or Chris Cornell, who would you choose?
I don't like you.
You only know one. Which one is it?
My God, I can't do it. I guess I can't do it. Next question.
You want them both? You want to threesome, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I just sit and look at them.
You'll be the jam in their sandwich, yeah?
Yeah, need Oreo and
The cream inside the
cream
Oreo,
in
yeah?
that Oreo. But
Oh
yeah,
dear.
those are my two top top people.
hmm
Um,
But we also are realists, and we know it's never going to happen. But we can fantasize.
yeah, yeah. Well, Chris isn't going to happen for reasons everybody should know by now.
Yeah,
But that's what I was saying. I would my thoughts on that.
yeah.
I will say for my channel and not yours. I don't want to get you any hate or anything.
It's all right. It's all right. So
But and also like we were talking about drawing, I've done some drawing videos.
yes,
Um,
you have.
I draw and I talk, and I've told people like, if I bore you, just put me on and go to sleep. You know, you don't have to watch it; just listen. People tell me they like the drawing videos.
Yeah, we
Mm.
do. We do
And
absolutely. You're just
uh,
being yourself in them, and you're really
yeah,
relaxed while you're talking.
yeah. Um, just had my first live stream thanks to
Yeah,
you
you did.
because
I forced you.
yeah. But I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
So
It's pretty awesome
it was. And you did so
to have.
well. You were worried that because you can't see very well, you'd miss all the chat, and but you were doing a better job than I ever do.
I don't think so.
Oh, you were.
I timed out Cherry of all people.
Yeah, but Terry knew that it was an accident. It was fine. It would have been
I
worse if
know,
you
but
timed out someone that had never been on a live stream before. Do you know what I mean?
well, there's lost subscriber.
So I'm sure Cherry's accidentally timed out plenty of people in her time as a moderator.
Yeah.
So and I know I've not timed people out, but I mean, even tonight I was accidentally clicking on the three dots instead of highlighting the comment. I'm like, no, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. And that's probably
Yeah.
what you did, wasn't it? You went to highlight her comment and accidentally clicked on the three dots.
Yeah. Well, I went to moderator, give her a wrench. Harley's here.
Ah,
Truck's loud. But I went to give her a wrench and I accidentally timed her out. But it all worked out and I
but she
I
forgave
think
you.
yes she did. That's my sis. I love her. But having all of you there with me made it better. It calmed me down because I
So,
was really nervous.
so what are you planning to? Because you plan on doing other live streams.
Yeah,
So what
Um,
sort of thing are you going to do on your live streams?
um, maybe sometimes just have a chat like you do, like chill chat, and then
Mhm.
sometimes it could be. I'd like to do some on music and have maybe Gary or Darren DJH Record Hound on with me and talk about music, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
You probably could get Tanya could talk about music. She's quite into her music,
Oh yeah.
and um, Moonshade.
One of us has got to get Moonshade. She has too
Yeah.
many stories, and she was. I don't remember. She said she met him. Excuse me, or was there, but she was in the same vicinity as Chris.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
envy that because I
Yeah.
never got to see him, and I think that's part of my obsession.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be awesome. And just people ask me, well, what is your channel about? And I'm like, well, whatever I feel like talking about that day.
Very
I'm not.
random.
Yeah, I don't have a set theme to my channel. It's just whatever.
Yeah. So, but I think that's a good way to be, because if you stick yourself into a category, you're stuck with that category. And
Yeah,
I mean, we've got a lot of people that are covering the Johnny Depp case, for example, and they're now sort of stuck into that loop of just covering the Johnny Depp case. And when that ends, what are they going to do?
yeah,
You know, whereas if you just build up your fan base because they like you for who you are, and no matter what you talk about, then
yeah.
you shouldn't lose fans, if that makes sense. Your channel shouldn't die; it should just carry on growing.
Mm,
Um, we were tweeting earlier on, weren't we? There was a bit of a Twitter thing going on with Tug,
yeah,
that umbrella guy. Whoever, if you haven't checked out that umbrella guy, he's worth checking out. But that umbrella guy, he'd put up a tweet and it was talk about don't let people um, tell you can't, wasn't it? Something like that.
yeah.
Um, and
At
if
least try.
at least try, if he'd listen to people, he wouldn't have his channel and he wouldn't have his comic books. He also does comic books as well as a
Yeah,
channel. And I think you replied to that, didn't you?
I did.
About how you wouldn't have started your channel and wouldn't have, he's inspired you.
Yeah, I
Um,
support Tug a lot, and
hmm
I get picked on for it. Not picked on, but teased a little
She
bit.
drills, she
They tell
drills, she fangirls over him, completely
I do.
fangirls
I
over him.
am a fangirl,
Yeah,
but I do. I respect him. Um, I support him any way I can. I share his videos, tweet it,
yeah,
whatever I can do. Um,
but he's
because
also
I do
supporting
believe in
you.
him.
But he's
Huh?
also supporting you. He believes in you.
Yeah,
And for a big creator like him to believe in you, it must make you feel good.
it does. It really does. Um,
Um,
I most of the time I'm just speechless. I don't know what to say, but he's pretty awesome, and I love his family. Well, I've never met him, but I love listening to Lug, his 7-year-old, tell her stories, and then there's Bug, baby umbrella, and she's 2 now, I think. And
mhm.
then there's Mug, his wife, and she seems just as awesome. Um, but yeah, I was very touched and felt honored and special because everybody knows the real Pampster who made the puppets and dolls, the tiny Tug and stuff.
Mhm.
And I was really, really um, happy when she said that she asked Tug and he okayed it for her to make me a tiny Tug. So
Yeah,
yeah, that made me feel really special.
and you got that.
And oh, I've got him. He's sitting on my table in there right now. Um,
Mm.
I'll be putting him in my sexy toast mug when I get a YouTube area. But yeah, I'm a real big backer of Tug. You
Yeah.
know,
So, and he gets his enemies, and he
oh
fights
yeah,
them well.
yeah.
So,
He's had some crazies, and he's talked about it openly.
yeah.
And so he just kind of warns us about that. He kind of, you're gonna get some crazies, but he
No.
said,
He said we're gonna get some weirdos because I
yeah,
responded. I encourage weirdos. That's what I've built my channel around.
yeah, that's right.
Embrace them on my channel.
Yeah,
um, but yeah, but I mean, what he's got 140,000 subscribers.
I think it's 141.
Yeah, so he's pretty big scale in comparison to us with our. How many you got now? 120?
Oh, 122.
122. Wow, you're beating
Yeah.
me. You beat. See, that's his endorsement. That's what it is. You got his endorsement.
Mhm. I don't know.
Oh,
The live stream you encouraged me to do and were there for me.
yeah,
I picked up 10 from
well, there
that,
you go. Yeah.
you know. And I was like, whoa, I can't believe it. So
So
I have you to thank for that, actually, because you pushed me to do it.
I did because I know you can,
Hmm.
and I think part of what I like to do is not only support people but empower them.
And you do. And you're there for everybody. Everybody.
Well, not
And
everybody.
I just hope you know that we're here for you too.
Oh, that's sweet. Don't get all
Yeah.
mushy on me.
I love you.
Stop it.
I'm sending you a big purple heart, but it's
Pack
in the
it
shape of a heart, not what Romer said.
in.
You remember what?
The aubergines, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dear me. So, but so obviously hmm, don't know where to go next.
Um,
You flabbergasted me with all that love. I don't do love, you know that.
I know.
So, I'm British. We don't like love. We're reserved.
Yeah. Well,
So, I mean, one good thing about to come out of the pandemic we've been going through is that you can tell people to back off and get out of your space.
yeah. I heard somebody say, "I'm so glad it's now politically correct to tell people to f off."
You're too close.
And
Get
who would have?
away.
Yeah. And who would have thought you could? You are being told to wear a mask when you go into a bank.
Yeah.
That's ironic.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Believe it or not, I've not heard of many bank robberies where everyone's wearing masks. Bizarre,
I
isn't it?
know, right?
I know. I know. It's so easy to get away with it. Just put a
World
beanie hat
crazy.
on, mask on, all you can see is your eyes.
Yeah, they'd
Only
know
thing
who
you
I
could
was because I'd be in there like, come here,
can't
let
see
me
where
see
I'm
you. You come here and you let me see you. Now count it out for me.
going.
And I'd be leaving and running to the glass door that wasn't open. It'd be hilarious.
Oh.
Walking there with my blind people stick, my cane, climbing my way to the counter.
Oh, you could have it like it could be one of them sort of James Bond thing or spy things where it's not just a cane, it's also a gun.
Oh, yeah, I could do like a pellet gun with it. Of course, I had this guy from way back from like 30 years ago. He had a crush on me. I'm not saying this because I think I'm all that. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you this because it's funny when where it ends up. Um, Reconnected with him a few years ago, and he's still the way he was, and it was creepy. And I would tell everybody, if I come up missing, check this dude out, and I tell them their name and stuff. And somebody said something about getting me a gun to protect myself, and I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd shoot you. I'd say, come here, let me shoot you. you know but I said, get me one of those net guns. Sure to hit something. And hey, my youngest is like, I want to custom build you a crossbow, but it's going to go off in 3 directions, one in the middle, one to the right, one to the left, and you're bound to hit something.
You told me a story about your grandson recently when you were, because Fanta is a grandmother, a fabulous grandmother, glamorous grandmother. But you were saying about when you came into the house and you was walking into things. What was it he
Yeah.
said to you?
Well, when I'm outside and it's sunny, when I go in, it takes a couple minutes for my eyes to adjust. So I was trying to make it back to my area, and I hit the couch, and I was like, "There it is." He goes, he's like, "Oma, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, baby, I can't see right now. My eyes, are messed up." And he just looked at me real serious, and he goes, "Well, I'll tell you when you're about to walk into things." It's like, thanks. The little shit never did. I walked up to the doorway. But it was
Oh,
sweet. He was so
it was
serious.
sweet. It was sweet. No. Um. So obviously you didn't answer the question that I asked you earlier on, which was choose between Johnny Depp and Chris Cornell.
Oh my
So I
god, I can't.
know. I'm going to move on from that. I'm going to let you have
Can
that
I
one.
alternate weekends? Can I, I get custody of one, I'm on one weekend, custody of the other one.
Well, as one of them is still alive, it might be wise to choose that one. To be fair.
Well, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah. But if in a perfect world where Chris was still here, I don't know. I love music, and that man is a poet.
But Johnny does music too.
I know. I know.
So sorry, I should mute when I cough. I cover the mic instead, and it doesn't really block it out at all. No. Right. So bucket list.
Bucket list.
3 things for your bucket list. What would they be?
Just 3?
Yeah, just 3. We'll be here for hours if I gave you 10.
Well, to visit England.
Okay. Go from me. Yeah, carry on.
Oh gosh, I don't know, be in the same vicinity as Johnny Depp at some point. If it's in
Okay.
a crowd at a concert or in
Didn't you
Virginia.
almost have a chance to do that recently?
Oh yeah, he came through making the documentary about the town right next to me about music. Yeah, because we have a very famous recording studio here. It's called Fame, and there have been a lot of famous people through there. And so he came to make a documentary about it. But I missed him.
Terrible.
Yeah.
How
I
did
mean,
you manage to do that?
I got in the car with my cousin and her best friend. I had my binoculars. I had snacks. Still couldn't find him.
But you got next best thing in your town now, haven't you?
Oh, the statue? Yeah.
It's
Been
not actually
tempted.
Johnny Depp.
No.
Is it
They've,
still there?
as far as I know, I
So
haven't
you
gotten
haven't taken
anybody
it
to
then? It's not in
not
your
yet.
bedroom? No, no,
Not
not
yet.
yet. You
Not
wait for
yet.
that when you move that into your own place, yeah?
Yeah. My best friend has a truck. I'm just saying.
Check
But
out Fanta's channel. So there's a video of her meeting Jack Sparrow.
yeah, it's not exactly Jack Sparrow, but they have
No,
made it to look like him.
they
So
they definitely based it on Jack Sparrow.
yeah. What I say? England, Johnny Depp.
One more.
Uh, um. I don't know what the third one would be. I want to say something about my kids to
No,
make
it's
sure that.
yours. It's your bucket list. It's
Oh,
something you want to do before you kick the bucket.
I don't know.
You've only
I've
got two
always
things on your bucket list. Two things. It's two things. And both very achievable.
yeah. I guess the third one I could say would be because since I've wanted to go to England since I was little, I've always wanted to go to Japan when the cherry
Yeah,
blossoms bloom.
there you go. Wasn't that
Yeah.
hard after all, was it?
No.
No.
I just kept wanting to say something about my kids. I go, I don't know. Make sure they're okay, and happy.
But they are. Because you've done a good job raising them.
Thank you. I tried. They're polite and considerate, and now Hayden, or the youngest one, he's who if you don't want to really know the truth and get your feelings hurt, don't ask him because he's going to tell you. Harley, on the other hand, is very sensitive in the way that he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. He doesn't want to upset you. You know,
Yeah,
they're very different boys, but they're good boys.
they are good boys. You've done real well. And it always amazes me how positive you come across all the time. And I know you have your dark moments because I know I spot it and I'm like, right, Fanta, what's going on?
Yeah,
So, but but you still, even when things are getting you down, you really do try to keep positive, and it amazes me because you've been through a rough time,
well, thank
especially in the
you.
last what 6 months,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But you're
yeah.
still holding on, and you're still holding your head up high, and you're still keeping that happiness in your heart, and you
Yeah.
inspire a lot of people to do that as well. You really
Oh,
do.
well, thank you. I hope so. Hope I can give something back. Um,
You give something back just by being you, Fanta. Oh God, I'm getting
oh,
mushy.
you are. That little Grinch heart is starting to grow, isn't it?
The little Grinch heart has always had a little bit of a flicker there. I don't mind sharing. I don't mind showing other people love. I just feel really uncomfortable when people show me love. It's
Ah, yeah. I get that.
so,
But yeah, my two best friends we're all three, around each other now, and so
yeah,
we're trying to do things and not
yeah,
just exist. We want to live.
yeah.
So
And that's the thing. Where a lot
we're
of us
work.
have just been existing for the last 2 years. But
Yeah,
it's now time to start living again and getting out there and doing fun things. And, even if that fun thing is just going for a walk in the woods,
yeah,
you know, or
yeah.
going for a
I'll
picnic down at the beach, or I don't know, playing a game of rounders. We don't have rounders over there, but we have rounders over here. Um, it's like it's a bit like baseball, but different,
Oh,
less serious. It's a fun game.
yeah. Would have to record it if I tried to play baseball. That would be hilarious. I can imagine, I can see it in my head right now, swinging way up, and the ball goes under or something, and then I go
You can
running
make
and run
you
the
can make
opposite
one of
way.
you can make one of them YouTube shorts and go viral, yeah?
Yeah, be roly poly on the on the baseball diamond like TJ's puppy dog down the hill.
Fanta
Be
rolling down the
hilarious.
hill.
Yeah, it could happen because I go on the walks every morning, and when the sun gets in my eyes, my friend has to pull me from the side because I'll go off. I'm like, I got it, I got it.
I'm still gonna record a hen rolling down the hill video. Amount of
Oh,
dislikes
cool.
that's gonna get because I'm gonna expect it to be a hen rolling down the hill.
They'll be like, oh, poor, that's not a chicken.
So I've done the desert island. No, I didn't. I did the bucket list review. But whereas we've
Yeah.
still got a bit of time, we do the desert island disc. So I don't know if you ever had. You wouldn't have had a program over there called Desert Island Disc. It was a program on our radio station over here, and the interviewer would ask the guest what music they would take to a desert island, and you get to choose three songs.
Three
Yes,
songs?
yes.
Oh my,
You want to be greedy and take whole albums, don't you?
yes. I want whole catalogs, not just album. Uh, okay. I would take Slaves and Bulldozers, Soundgarden.
Okay. I'm
I would
expecting it all to be
take,
Soundgarden.
I might surprise you. I might surprise you. Um, uh, Getaway Car, Audio Slave, which is Chris.
Oh, is that still Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third one, I would take Isolation by Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck.
Do you know what? It's a really good song.
Yes.
Listen to that. It's a really good song. They've done some good songs together, them two.
Yeah.
So I think there's an album coming out between them, isn't there? I reckon so because I've been working a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
I think
together.
so. Yeah, yeah.
And I would buy it.
I would too.
10 times over.
Yeah.
But yeah. So is there anything else you'd like to talk about, Fanta?
Not that I can think of right now.
But it's been nice getting to know you.
You too.
I mean, I knew a lot of you anyway, but obviously the audience
Yeah.
don't necessarily know all this stuff about you.
Yeah.
Please check
I
out
hope
her
it,
channel.
I hope
Go
it
on.
helps explain, about my eyes and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if if you haven't checked out her channel, she did do a whole video about her eyes on that as well. But check out her channel. There is some really good content on there, and she deserves our support because she is really a lovely, caring, sweet Southern belle.
Tinkerbell.
As much as she protests it, she is a Southern belle.
No, I'm not.
I will add the your channel to the link in the description. So,
Oh, thanks.
because you are awesome.
Well,
Awesome.
I think you are too, and thank you for doing this with me. It was fun.
No, thank you for coming along and being another guinea pig. So,
Heck yeah, I'm number 2.
Number 2. So yeah. You stop making me lose my train of thought. He's very good at doing that. So, but thank you. No, really, I am very honoured that you decided to sit down and chat with me and just have this, as I call it, a little bit of a nat and getting to know you. Um, it will
Thanks
be
for having me.
uploaded. It will be uploaded as a premiere, so we can chat away to people in the chat while they're listening to us gossip on and talk about whatever we've been talking about.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to
Um,
it.
I'm not sure when it will be because these things that YouTube's a pain in the backside to upload to sometimes, and I've got to
Yeah.
download it before I can upload it, which is fun. So, but yeah, it will in the next few days, and I'll let you know when it goes live so you can be there. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for listening in, and see you again soon. Thank you again, Fanta, for joining me. It has been awesome.
Well, thanks for having me. I enjoyed it so much.
Cool.